Mother truth. Hi y'all, my name is Maddie. Welcome back to my channel, and for today I'm gonna be doing an easy makeup tutorial, which I am super excited. I'm only doing this because I'm moving to a new house, so these couple of weeks is gonna be a little bit challenging to film, so hopefully I can get a video up every Monday, which is my uploading schedule. So without further ado, let's get on started. So of course the very first thing that you want to do at any makeup routine is to apply a primer, and the primer that I use is this e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and I just love this one other than my previous primers that I've used on my channel. After you applied your primer, you want to go ahead and either put foundation, CC cream, or BB cream on your face, and I use the Maybelline Dream BB Pure in the shade 110, which is light medium sheer tint. Mother truth. And then to blend everything out, I am just using this beauty blender that I got off Target. Everything that I used in this video, I'll have it linked down below, but actually before I blend it out, so before I go in with a beauty blender, I like to use a concealer, and the concealer that I use is the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer in the shade 05, which is Ivory. Also ignore my pointer. And the last blending out before we blend it in, I like to go in with a contour stick, and this is by City Colors Collection in the shade Light. And then I also like to take the concealer, or not concealer, the wet highlighter that is over, or under. Since all the wet makeup is now applied on my face, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face in place so it doesn't go anywhere. And the reason why I do this first is because you don't want to apply wet with powder. That's just like a makeup no-no, and that's why I apply anything that I need to be wet first, and then I apply powder. And the powder that I'm using is Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 10 Fairlight, and I love this powder. And to apply the powder, I am just using a face angled BS Small face brush, and I'm just taking the lid because this powder does get everywhere, just an FYI. You need like small amounts of it. Eyelid. And there we go. Now I can apply my dry makeup on, now that I have a dry set of face. Now I'm gonna contour my face even more with a dry contour palette, and this palette is from Wet n Wild, the Megalo collection in the shade Dulce de Leche, which is 749A. And as you can see, I use this quite a lot. And what's nice is that they like direct you where to put it in case like you're new to makeup. then after contouring, we want to put some color on our face, which aka is blush. I love blush. I actually use 2 types of blushes. So the first blush that I use is this e.l.f. and the shade is called Blushing, and it has glitter in it, which is super cute. And the second type of blush is I use this Decision Formula in the shade Pink, which is also super cute. And I use this Kala brush. I don't know where I could find it, but if I find like a similar versions of this, I'll link it down below. And that's okay if you put too much blush on, because when you put the makeup mist powder or makeup mist, it's gonna go away. So right now, if you look like a hot mess, that's okay, sis. You do you. So now that my blush isn't too crazy, like this, you wanna go ahead and set it. You wanna close your eyes, but you don't want to dab in too much, otherwise all the color is gonna go away. And the makeup mist that I'm using is by e.l.f. and I freaking love it. Okay, see? We're not so crazy now. So for highlighter, I am just gonna be using the Kylie Jenner Santorini highlighting. I don't think she sells this anymore, but I'll definitely put a similar link down in the description box if y'all are interested. And the brush that I'm gonna be using is this eyeliner brush from e.l.f., of course. And I'm using the same makeup mist to make the highlighter a little bit brighter, and so I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yeah. Okay, so before we do mascara and do our eyebrows, we're gonna be using eyeshadow. So therefore, if any eyeshadow falls in our mascara, we don't have to worry about it. And the eyeshadow palette that I'm gonna be using is by Tarte Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust palette. I don't think they sell this anymore, so I probably won't be linking this down below. But it is this beautiful eyeshadow palette. Like, look at that. Wait, I'm gonna shine a light because it looks even prettier. So that hollow. And then I always have trouble opening this, so I am just gonna be using a bobby pin. And look at all those shades, all those pretty shades. And that right there is another highlighting, so let's go do that. So for a base shade, I'm gonna be going in with this shade Gossamer, which is just this perfect light shade to begin with. And just gives like that nice base touch. And make sure when you're wetting your brush, you don't get it too wet, but you want it wet enough so pigment like goes through. And then I'm gonna go with the shade Giggle, which is this pretty like purple shade. And I'm gonna put it on the corner. Forgot to show you. Corner of my eyes. And then I'm gonna be taking Whimsical, which is a little bit darker of a purple, which just makes it a little bit better. And then I'm gonna be taking Mystical, which is this glitter purple. And then for the middle, I'm just gonna be taking the shade Twinkle and the highlighting shade. if you get like any of that, just take the same brush and brush it out. And then for this part, I'm going to be taking the shade called Frolic, which is this dark brown shade, which I think is perfect for this one. And then on top of that, I'm taking the shade called Flitter, however you pronounce it, and just give it a little bit more depth. And then there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat it on my other eye so it looks nice and even. Okay, so I forgot to mention to make sure you have a little wipe or anything, so in between shades you kind of just like wipe your brush down, and now you just kind of want to blend it. And let me zoom in my camera. You kind of want to blend it in a little bit so the harsh lines aren't very harsh and it looks all nice and put together. I really like that because this combo, because look at that, it just makes it all better. So the next step is to do your eyebrows, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Total Temptation in the shade medium brown. Or yeah, medium brown. And I love this because it comes with a brush, so let me zoom in. If you don't want your eyebrows to go out of place throughout the day, I recommend you setting your eyebrows. I know my eyebrows kind of look kind of rough right now, but I'm going to be setting it using the Great Lash Maybelline New York in the shade Clear. Okay, so we're almost, I feel like I'm supposed to, there we go. We're almost done. Now the second or third to last step is we're gonna put mascara on, and then we're gonna set our face so throughout the day it doesn't smudge and you're smudge free. But I'm gonna curl my lashes so it gives a little bit more volume, and the two lash layers or mascara that I'm gonna be using is my Maybelline the Rockabilly mascara. This is my favorite, and this is the shade Waterproof. And I don't know if this L'Oreal Classical mascara, probably. So I'm gonna go zoom in, and then okay, so now you want to use makeup setting spray. This is my setting spray that I love and adore so much. It's by e.l.f. Makeup Mist. And you want to close your eyes. You don't want to actually get it in your eyes because this stings. I got it in my mouth. Okay, so you can stop here, and if you added what's it called, fake lashes and eyeliner, please tag me on Instagram if you did. I want to see your recreations. And now you can use like a lip liner or lipstick. I am definitely going to be using lipstick. Oh yeah, and lip liner. And the lip liner that I'm using is this Rimmel in the shade Last Kisses 1000. It's just, these two combinations go perfect. And the lipstick I'm going to be using is the Kylie Cosmetics matte liquid lipstick, but this is too strong of a matte, so I just put Carmex on top.
And here is the final product. This is perfect for a literally everyday look, and it's super simple.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I decided to do an easy makeup look that you can